Hello, I am Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz on March 28, 2015 at 1:08 a.m. 3 deadly events in the end days. Number one, I'll discuss last, which is the blood moons. Number two, we'll discuss next, which is the pale horse. And number three is the Ebola virus. Let's go to the pale horse. Bible says in Revelation chapter 6, verse 8, there comes a pale horse, and upon him is death, and hell follows. And he is given the power to kill 1/4 of mankind through the beasts of the earth, through swords, famines, plagues, viruses. The pale horse brings horror to this world. And take the pale horse. What color is he? Take like a green apple and then take the color gray. Merge the two. It's not like the pale rider Clint Eastwood. Don't think that. But merge the two, a green apple and a gray. And you'll get that sickly gray, that sickly green, the mix of the two. So it's a greenish, grayish color. It's death. That's the pale horse. And he on him is death. And he brings behind him hell, and he causes 1/4 of mankind to die through 5 different events. Let's go to the next. Let's talk about the Ebola virus. The Ebola virus was first found in Zaire. This is in the South, Central, Eastern Africa. And it was the Ebola River. That's the place, the area where they think it came from. And they think it came from insect-eating bats. It's going to be HIV on steroids times 10. Let me tell you about Ebola virus. Ebola virus is not alive. It is dead. If you are somewhere, someone, say you're headed on an airline, you are going down and you have 10 people in front of you. The first of the 10 has Ebola virus, but he doesn't know it yet, and he sneezes, and he gets it on a handrail. But the next 8 people have perfect health. No one has a cut on them, on their hand, not a nick. They don't have a chapped lip. Everything's okay. None of them will get the virus. But then the 10th person, you come along and you get it on your hand, and you don't have a cut on your hand. You don't have a cut anywhere on you, but you got a chapped lip and you got a crack in it. You know, got a little crack. And you take some chapstick and you rub it. You just put the dead Ebola virus in your blood system. What it does, goes in, doesn't attack your system because it's dead, but your blood greets it, finds it friendly. It's not alive. It's not hurting anything. So it takes no action. But your blood becomes more and more friendly with this dead virus that's entered into you somehow. And it could happen that a man sneezed on a particular place 49 days earlier, and you got it on the 50th day. The virus after that is then neutralized. That's how long it stays there. Still dead, but your blood has taken up with it, and your blood likes it. It's not harmful, but yet your blood is becoming like it. So your blood starts to die, and you bleed. You turn to mush. You're eaten, melting away inside out. Every orifice in your body begins to bleed, and you die. That's Ebola virus. It's not a living virus. And it's really hard to take something like that and try to make anything out of it. Okay, let's go to Revelations chapter 6, verse 8. No, we did that. I apologize. That's the pale rider. Let's go to the 4 blood moons. God is not in the game of fooling us and saying, okay, now we have exhausted every avenue we have. We know that every blood moon has been covered, and we just found through NASA that they can go 5,000 years backwards and 8,000 years frontwards and tell us exactly when they come. God is not going to trick us and throw some in there that we didn't see coming. So what we see coming has to be the blood moons that will change Earth as we know it. The first 2 went against the Jews. Then we had solar eclipse. Now the next 2 comes up. April the 4th, it could trigger something. It could trigger a battle. It could trigger a strike thereafter or just before, months after, or a day before. But it could trigger a strike by Israel against Iran. But it's the last blood moon. Prior to it, we have all these harbingers. We have all these things that we have earned, and God's going to give it to us. The last blood moon, that's the one I think that will change this world as we know it today. I think the world will begin to change in a horrible way. I believe before that time or by that time that Israel will somehow, and I believe Israel will take out Iran first, but then Iran is going to regroup as quickly as possible, and they're going to go after Russia and team up in as many countries as they can get, team up. And then this is when God takes a hook and puts in the jaw of Gog and Magog and drags them into a battle. They try to hold back, but yet that's their heart's desire, because most of them are Muslim. They come in to destroy Israel. God will fight these for them, and they will kill each other on the mountains around Israel. But that's just the next event. There will be another battle after that. And during this event, you have somebody jump in there, whoa, stop this. Let's get some peace going. And they're going to accept them. And before they sign on the dotted line, we're out of here. Christians are taken out. The man of perdition cannot come until the restrainer has been removed. That's in 2 Corinthians. So, I believe that's our timeline, folks. I believe anytime after the last blood moon, September 28, 2015, we can expect to see our world change in a way we've never seen before. And as far as America, if we're not judged quickly, God's going to have to apologize to Sodom and Gomorrah. Jody Wolf Expoz.